I was in Jamaica
You
a
know?
couple of weeks ago, and I had to do a live Zoom callback for a show,
Mm-hmm.
and they loved me. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what happened? They decided to make the character mid to late 60s. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point.
Right.
Yes, would I have loved the gig?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I had my self-tape set up that I
Mm-hmm.
traveled with, my portable, and I was crushed because I was like, yeah, I'm going to go home and have a job.
Hi, I'm Alex DeLerma, and this is the Cinema Gym. If these videos are helping you and you want to see some more, please like, subscribe, comment. Let's keep this thing going. Welcome to the Cinema Gym, Sundra Oakley.
Thank you for having me, Alex DeLerma.
I like that we use full names.
I know.
We're never this formal. We
Never.
usually act like 7-year-olds.
I know. If
Yeah.
they ever saw us during sessions,
I
they'd be
know.
like, what? Oh, okay.
You're a seasoned actress, and you have insights to a lot of different things that I wanted you to share. One of which is, it kind of messes with your mind as an actor when you do a piece of work for audition and you feel like, I nailed it. They all were like patting me on the back, and I was the greatest thing on earth. And then I didn't book it. So the topic is why actors don't get cast. What are some of your experiences or things that you've picked up along the way, so that actors understand it's very often not about you?
Well, personally, I can think of something right off the top of my head. This was for, a commercial, but it can really bleed into theatrical stuff. So I swore I was getting this commercial, and I've been doing commercials for so long, and I can almost have a sixth sense of when I know I'm booking it.
Yeah.
And I was like getting ready. I was like, I'm getting this one. I'm getting this one. Didn't get it. Cut to about a week later, I am at a mixer for parents for my son's school.
Yeah.
And I see this tall gentleman who was the director of the commercial that was in the callback room, right? So this is pre-COVID, right? Way pre-COVID. And I said to him, I think I just had a callback with you. And he recognized me. So we with each other. And he said to me, do you want to know why you didn't get it? I said, yes, please, because we never can find out why we don't get roles. And I know this is commercially, but it'll lead to something else. And he said, so the client decided to change the ethnicity, races of there was like 3 couples or 3 different vignettes. So your particular one that you were up for had to be changed ethnicity-wise.
Okay, yeah.
Does it make sense? No.
Right.
But in the land of commercials, yes.
Sure.
So look, I have not gotten roles because of there was a woman that there was a show that was on Stars. It became very popular. And when I was looking it up and I saw it, so this character has a wife and he has a girlfriend. And the girlfriend was already cast. Because, I do my research when I'm going, to be like, okay, who are the people that I'm going to be in this room for? I was going to the network, right? This was my screen test.
Right.
Had to do a nudity waiver and everything. Yeah. And I looked up and I saw that she was already cast. And I said, we look too much alike. There's no way that they're going to cast that both the wife and the girlfriend.
Because it
look
becomes
so much
confusing for the audience when there's 2 characters that look too similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too confusing, and also, politically it can stir up some angst and what have you. So, I just knew it. I mean, I went in and I did my best, but when I saw it, I said, there's no way. Because you also know when you've been in this business a while how, the dynamics that are at play. Can we have 3 blondes and a this? We can only have 1 African-American, or can we have this? Or we can't quite tell. Meanwhile, we live in a world where we see people around and we're like, we don't know exactly what they are. But, that's another topic for another day. So, that's personally what I have encountered. Why I haven't gotten a role. Why,
Yeah, those are great things to share because it hits home, and we'll wrap it up with actors have to understand there are so many things out of your control that determine whether or not you get a part.
Yes.
You've just articulated a couple of them. And I know it's hard, but for the sake of your sanity as an actor, if you can get to that place where you tell yourself, I am not auditioning, I am showcasing my talent and ability for these casting directors and producers, just so I'm seen.
Exactly.
And I got to do like I coached you for something last night. I won't say the name of it, but it's a show that everybody, two things actually. And I know everybody knows these shows.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, this show is bringing you, wants to see you again. You go, yep. And then you took the words right out of my mouth, which were, yeah, they like me. They do.
Yeah.
And somebody in that office is fighting for you because the casting director doesn't choose. It goes through a lot of different things, but they do have their top picks that they then refer to the client, whether that's the executive producer or showrunner, whoever it is, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately it falls to them. And then, who knows?
I mean, look, I was in Jamaica a couple of weeks ago and I had to do a live Zoom callback for a show. And they loved me. It was great. And then guess what happened? They decided to make the character mid to late 60s. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point.
Right.
Yes, would I have loved the gig? Absolutely. I had my self-tape set up that I traveled with, my portable. And I was crushed because I was like, yeah, I'm going to go home and have a job. I feel this one. I feel this. But I'm not 60s,
right.
So there was nothing I can do about that. I mean, it could be as easy as, the director is going through a divorce and you look like the wife that's trying to take all his money. I mean, it has seriously it could be that crazy. And there are stories of that.
It's true. So
it's like you really have to learn to just say, you know what? What I've learned in this business, you never know where your blessings are going to come from, your greatest gift. Yeah. And it could just be because somebody wants to just see your tape because they've seen how many auditions you've done. Like, look how many things you've coached me on, and you're like, oh, this show again. I'm like, yeah. And I see you learn to see that as a win.
It is. Remember, auditions are they're an opportunity to showcase your talent for the powers that be. And then you move on, you keep doing work. And eventually, as it has for you, it pays off.
Yes.
Thank you for being in the Cinema Gym.
Thank you for having me.
I like your signature 2-gun. It's very like Old West gangster.
Yeah. Like or Isaac from The Love Boat.
Thanks, Isaac. The Cinema Gym is all about helping you transition from the stage to the screen. If you're interested in classes, seminars, or private coaching, you can visit the website. Hope to see you in the gym soon.
TheCinemaGym.com for virtual one-on-one coaching for camera.